I've done 4 of these, I think.
Oh, okay.
But all the other ones, Mike did all the talking.
Oh.
No.
Hey, I could have. You signed up for that role. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jacqueline Seymour.
And I'm Joshua Coffer. Welcome to Macomb Fieldhouse here in Edinboro, Pennsylvania, home of the Fighting Scots. Edinboro University is hosting the Cal U Vulcans in their 3rd matchup of the season in this quarterfinal PSAC basketball tournament game.
This is the 3rd straight year that these two teams have met in the quarterfinals. Unfortunately, though, Cal U has been the one to take the past 2 years, so Edinboro tonight looking to break that streak tonight, and hopefully will take home the victory to move on in the tournament.
Absolutely, but before we get to the action, we are going to take it courtside to Hazy Iron, who's going to give us a quick introduction before the national anthem.
Psac quarterfinals contest. When these two teams get together, it's always a great match and usually a very close one. Last time they were together, Borough defeated Cal 79-66, and the time before that, Cal defeated Borough 74-71. Oh, sorry. Hello and welcome. My name is Hazy Irons, and we're here today at the Macomb Fieldhouse, where the Edinboro University Fighting Scots will host the Cal U Vulcans in the Psac quarterfinals contest. When these two get together, it's always a death race and usually a very close match. Last time they were together, Edinboro defeated Cal 79-66, and the time before that, Cal beat Borough 74-71. So obviously these two have some beef to settle, and they have one more chance to do so. Both these teams have repeatedly gone to the contest, and they're both hungry for that title. We have just a few seconds before tip-off. Just a few seconds before tip-off, and you'll see number 2 seed Edinboro University go against number 3 seed Cal U Vulcans. My name is Hazy Irons. See you after the national anthem.
Welcome back to Macomb Fieldhouse. My name is Joshua Coffer, and alongside me, Jacqueline Seymour, to cover the matchup between Edinboro University and the California Vulcans. First, the starters for the Vulcans. Jacqueline.
Well, we have number 2, a 5'7" guard from Elizabeth, Pennsylvania, Abby Sapiro. We have a 6-foot forward, number 3 from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Shatara Parsons. We have number 11, a 5'7" guard from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Johanna Flood Francis. We have a 5'10" guard forward from Germantown, Maryland, Jamari Jeffries. And we have a 5'10" guard forward from Warren, Pennsylvania, DJ Hahn.
The head coach for the California Vulcans is Jess Strom, and her assistant coach is Katie Tesla. Now for the Edinboro Fighting Scots, coming in at 23-3, 19-3 in the PSAC. First at number 2, a guard at 5'6", a sophomore from Chagrin Falls, Ohio, Michaela Barnes. At 5, a guard, 5'5", redshirt junior from Buffalo, New York, Jonte Walton. Number 12, a forward, a 6'1", a redshirt senior from Dudley, United Kingdom, Whitney Allen. Number 15, a forward, a 6'2", a senior from Buffalo, New York, Sierra Roston. And number 20, a guard, 5'8" junior from Edinboro, Pennsylvania, Michelle Yon. The referees for this evening's game are Ken McLean, Robert Clark, and Bridget Borelli. Also, a special thank you to the athletic staff here in Macomb Fieldhouse, Bruce Baumgartner, the Director of Athletics, his assistant Todd J., the Athletic Administrative Coordinator Dave Hyam, Bob Shreve, the Sports Information Director, and his two assistants, Chris Slack and Thomas Wenner.
You know, Josh, we got an interesting matchup, as we said before the national anthem in that break, that this is the third time these two teams have met in the quarterfinals the last 3 years in a row. So it's going to be an interesting matchup.
It's one of those games where during the season they felt each other out, each have taken a game apiece, but now they should have everything prepared because it's the playoffs and they should be at their best. And we are about to go for the tip-off. Sierra Roston now to go up against Parsons. And quite a loud whistle from the head referee. The Vulcans starting with the ball. Sporio getting matched up top of the key with Barnes. That's a good defensive-offensive matchup. Vulcans going deep into the shot clock at 3, not able to control. No shot is up, and the referees say no shot clock violation. Edinboro pushing quickly. Quick poke there by Sporio. The other big story of this game, obviously it's a PSAC quarterfinals game, so the next one will be for the championship. But Michelle Yon, only 13 points away from 1,000 as a Vulcan miss there. Up and under, controlled by Walton. Kicks it back out for Roston, and we have a jump ball. So,
Edinboro University, Josh, tonight starting really tough on the defensive end.
Absolutely. Both these teams, though, very efficient defensively, holding their teams in the 60s, which is very good for these two offensively minded teams. Another hard drive. And a blocking call here against the Vulcans. This one seems to be on Jameer Jeffries.
So you got Jonte Walton at the line here shooting 2 shots.
Walton, the clear maestro for Edinboro. When she is on the floor, she can get to the line, she can drive to the hoop, she can shoot from outside, has it all figured out. As she hits both, putting Edinboro up by 2.
Hey, no, Josh, as you mentioned, Edinboro University is holding their opponents to only 57.2 points per game.
Which is an excellent number, something you want to look at. As you can see, Whitney Allen, a defensive monster as she gets that steal. Edinboro pushing, taking a shot, Roston with the rebound. Roston going outside and in, not her normal procedure, but after some work. Yeah. What a move. 2 offensive rebounds on the same play for Roston. She's going to be a difficult matchup for anyone. Parsons is a 6-foot senior on the other end, but not as tall as Roston. Allen controlling, bringing it down, not your traditional point guard. Gets it off to Walton. Nice hesitation. Corner kick.
Good ball movement.
Yeah, excellent ball movement. As the two guards, Barnes and Walton, they don't stop moving on defense. And clearly on offense, they're not going to slow down either.
You know, that'll be key in tonight's game is ball movement, as Cal has always brought a good defensive game to the floor.
Absolutely. They're also very tall, 5'7" being their shortest. And for D2 PSAC basketball, that is a tall matchup. We do have a substitution. Vala Corsa is in from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Another two there for Walton. So all 4 points coming from the line so far.
And we
have a travel call. Rawson has that defensive straight up and down motion figured out. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely.
Walton having some issues here from Sporio.
They are bringing that tough defense. But it's playoff time, so you can expect that from both teams, right?
Absolutely. Jan, first shot of the night, up and good.
I was always told defense wins championships, so offense wins games, defense wins championships, right?
Michelle Jan, the most veteran player on the floor for this Edinboro squad. Been here from the beginning. She is now 10 points away, folks, from 1,000. Good to see that first shot up and good for her. We will take a 30-second timeout. We will be back after this media break. Welcome back to Macomb Fieldhouse. Edinboro University with a quick 9-0 lead.
And Edinboro with the ball right back.
And another turnover. It looks like Cal U very flustered. And Jacqueline, you've played a lot of basketball. Do you want to start down 9-0 to any team?
Never, especially in playoffs. And a tough team like Edinboro.
Absolutely. Looked like they could have called a carry there, didn't. Jan, a couple moves, step back. She's got a long defender on her. And drive, nice Euro step off the mark.
There could have been somebody there, but.
And Michaela Barnes now with a good putback. How she got that rebound, I don't know. There was enough Vulcan players in there to make it difficult.
Hey, I've played enough basketball to know sometimes you just don't ask questions, you let it happen.
First shot there for the subbed in number 15, DJ Hahn.
Things getting rowdy there. Looks like the ref had to step in there pretty quickly. So I think emotions are running high in this game. Josh, what do you think?
I think so, but if you play the team a couple times in a row, you make some friendships or you make some enemies, and I'm assuming between these two excellent teams, they're not the best of friends.
Especially 1-1 on the season, you know, whoever wins this gets bragging rights, right?
Absolutely. Good move there by Sporio, taking some contact, but Rawson now with the ball, she's controlling, going the length of the floor.
Oh,
kicks it over to Jan, step back three-pointer, this one off the mark. Jan has such a high release on her shot. It is up there forever. Jan with the rebound, solo motion going the other way. Able to sell the foul, and she'll go to the line for 2.
Cal's still not on the board though, so if she sinks this, it'll be a 13-0 start to the game for Cal with 5 minutes left to go in the first half.
Very difficult for any team to come back from a 10-point deficit, as the first shot from Michelle Jan is good. But
the last matchup was a really close game though, so I can't help but wonder if Cal's going to come out in the second half with a new fire lit.
Hopefully a little earlier than that. I'm sure Jess Strom has a couple ideas up her sleeve to remedy this 13-point deficit. Flood Francis going all the way into the paint. That one off the mark. She still can't figure it out.
They're really letting them play down there, Josh.
They are. Lots of contact. And it looks like Parsons stepped out of bounds. Lots of bodies in the paint. And Edinboro ball. The rest of Macomb Fieldhouse cheering that call on. Jan making a couple moves and handing it off to her teammate. Jan taking another 3. That one off the mark.
You know, as you mentioned, Jan 13 points away from hitting 1,000. You think she can do it tonight?
Well, she's already at 8 points away now, so she is right there.
And it sure would be great to do it on your home court in playoff action.
Absolutely. That's what you want to see. And I've seen her dad is here, her brother and sister, Lindsay Jan, who used to play for Edinboro University before graduation, and her mom. So the family in attendance to see this great feat, if she can pull it off.
Yeah, that was a lot of body on that call.
This one a wrap up between Sporio and Barnes. Both Barnes and Walton are excellent defenders. Vulcans will reset the play.
Cal looking to get on the board here. And I think they need it.
They've been looking all game and it hasn't looked good.
That's pretty much the story of the whole first half for them right there.
Absolutely. Forced pass by Roston. She was trying to get that one to Ayana Vaughn, who was recently subbed in. Nice defensive play by Jan to get in on that. I've been talking about Barnes and Walton, but Jan, the other guard, has excellent hands. Doesn't hesitate to get involved.
That was a good clean strip for sure. Wild pass.
Yeah. You don't want to, when you're down by this much early, to think about being down by this much early. You want to just avoid that mentality and keep playing the normal game plan and adjust accordingly.
Sloppy turnovers will come and haunt you late in the game, that is for sure.
Absolutely. Roston going at number 23, Bella Corza. They were not able to get it into her. Vaughn going in, and she sneaks one in. Nice play by Ayana Vaughn.
Cal really playing tough defense, playing out towards the three-point line, but it seems like Edinboro can get it past them.
Edinboro just playing a little bit harder. We are at 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. 15-0 lead.
Wide open layup for Cal. They're finally on the board, Josh.
And Stan Swank is treating that like it was a tie game. Not happy with the open play and miscommunication. And Vaughn again. Three-pointer this time. Ayana Vaughn always comes off the bench ready to shoot and score. Instant offense.
That's a key three right there. That's not something Cal needs right now.
That pretty much erased that layup. And then an offensive foul. That one drawn by Barnes. It was against DJ Hahn.
Josh, it's loud in here. Edinboro fans certainly came out. They're loud. They want this just as much as the players, I think.
Absolutely. Have a huge crowd here to support the ladies. Also a reminder, folks, on WFSC Fighting Scots Radio, the men will be playing at 7:30. If you want to tune in during halftime and see how they're doing, they are playing the IUP Crimson Hawks.
You trying to get them to turn us off, Josh?
Absolutely not. That's why I suggested halftime. Rawson going in, that one a miss. And Vaughn going right back up, trying to draw the foul, but no good there.
$16-point deficit, no matter first half or second half, is going to be really hard to overcome.
Seems to be the storyline so far. Both of these teams excellent on defense, but Edinboro dominating. Nice block by Ralston. And we have a jump ball. 4 players on the floor. A lot of heart out of both teams. And actually, I think they called it a jump ball.
It looked like a kick ball. It looked like the one ref called a kick ball. That could have been a call just before anybody got hurt, though, because there was a lot of bodies on the ground.
Absolutely. You don't want any of those jump balls to last longer than they have to.
Things are getting a little emotional on the court, a little crazy.
Very physical, as Barnes confused as to why the referee said it was Vulcan basketball, but I think anytime the referee calls it against you, you're going to be a little confused.
Got Sarah Fisher, number 4, Sarah Fisher, a freshman this year, 5'7" freshman coming in.
Also, younger sister of fantastic guard Katie Fisher. Got that Edinboro blood in those 2 girls. Also, Whitney Allen back in. Whitney wrapping the ball up. Good defense from her, as I don't think that was the girl she was supposed to be guarding.
No, good help defense. And again, but just not enough that time with the help.
Sporio sneaking in for that layup. And then Whitney Allen, she had Vaughn open, but just put a little too much on it.
I think Edinboro right now just needs to settle down. They're up, no silly turnovers, just settle into the game. It's got a long game to go.
At this point, it's almost a time control until halftime, just to keep that lead going. They don't have to force anything. Just keep playing their offense that they're doing. No sense of urgency at all.
And we got another travel.
Yeah, Sporio, she's got the speed, but a little jumpy, as she had the blow by, but I think that was because of the travel, not because of the ability.
I don't have the exact number in front of me, but that another turnover by Cal is going to really hurt. And then with a foul, they just cannot get the momentum at all in their favor.
You do not want to get frustrated when playing in these games, especially in the playoffs. 6 turnovers so far for Cal U and 4 for Edinboro, so both teams not taking care of the ball as much as their coaches would have hoped. But Stan Swank and his ladies up by 16.
I guess you can attribute some of those turnovers to the tough defense both teams are playing.
Absolutely. Both teams are not letting off at all, and I don't think they're going to for the rest of this game.
If anything, I think we'll see it step up a little bit more.
Whitney Allen able to sneak in there and get the offensive rebound. And
another travel.
Yeah.
This way, going against your Fighting Scots.
That was an admirable one, though. She was trying to draw the foul, got a little too wrapped up in her energy and just wasn't able to control it.
No shot clock for Cal right now, so they can take up the remainder of the quarter.
They do have to get something early. Only 7 seconds left. Nice block by Rawson. Michelle Yon pulls up for three. Oh, off the mark. She might be the only girl on the team that can get away with a fast break three-pointer. Off the mark, unfortunately, but Edinboro, 18-4 lead over the California Vulcans. We will take a minute timeout and we'll be back for the second quarter here from Macomb Fieldhouse.
So we're off to a really good start. Edinboro is at 18, Cal U's at 4. We're moving very mechanically compared to Cal U. Cal U is very aggressive in their defense, very okay in their defense, but obviously not good enough to stop us. Our girls' chemistry at Edinboro is very good. They know exactly what they're going to do. They can even use sign language in a way. They've been together for many years, most of these girls. So at this point, it's just doing our routine, keeping the things up, and keeping the ball rolling.
Can we tell you everything about Edinboro University in just 30 seconds?
No way.
So let's just say, if you're looking for an exceptional and affordable education to build the foundations of your career success, you'll find it right here at Edinboro, where you're more than just a student. You're a fighting Scot. Schedule your visit or apply today at edinboro.edu.
Welcome back to Macomb Fieldhouse. Joshua Coffer and Jacqueline Seymour on the call. And Edinboro not able to get the ball in, quickly calling a timeout.
Yeah, Josh, did you know? Fun fact for coming at you here. Edinboro has won at least one postseason contest in the past 8 seasons. Now, this is their first playoff game of the season because they had that first round bye because of their win Saturday against Mercyhurst. So, hopefully they can keep that tradition going and make it 9 straight seasons of at least one playoff win.
Well, with the excellence that Stan Swank is bringing to the team and his expectations, that doesn't surprise me at all. He is the winningest coach in PSAC history.
Yeah, he wrapped up, or he secured that title on December 2nd. He secured his 560th career victory. That's a lot of wins.
That's enough wins, but he's going to keep going because he doesn't want to stop. Edinboro,
I don't know if I can count to 560.
I don't think I could, but he has been at the helm the entire time. And in this game, you can tell because his game plan and his player preparation is showing off as the Vulcans cannot stop them offensively. 18 points. Edinboro on pace to get to 80 if they keep that up. But Edinboro forced to call a timeout right at the beginning of the quarter. So now we will start the second quarter. Edinboro in a set inbounds play. They throw it right into Roston. And Roston getting tied up. Jan, she'll drive and gets blocked. Parsons showing her length. Shot up and no good for the Vulcans, and then another foul is drawn.
They're playing aggressive. They want to make that comeback, but might have to back off here a little bit just because of the fouls that are getting called against them.
Absolutely. You do not want to get into foul trouble when you are down. Jan at the top of the key. Crossover, drive, she'll go in, that one good. She is not slowing down. 6 points away now from 1,000 from Michelle Jan. That might be what they're rushing to get to.
Could be, you know, like you said, her family's here. 6 points, definitely doable for her.
That's 2 shots for Michelle Jan. She does not stop from three-point land.
If she does make it, she'll become the 27th player to reach 1,000 points in Edinboro history.
Also joining the assistant coach, Callie Wheeler, who's on the bench for Edinboro. Another excellent guard from a few years ago.
Not trying to jinx them, but at least she's a junior, so worst case scenario, she still has next season, but we're not going to talk about that yet.
Absolutely not. We want to see it here and bring it to you live. Roston sealing her defender. Sporio losing at the height and weight categories to Roston. She just goes for the ball and takes it in for two.
Cal's really playing defense all the way up at the three-point line, leaving the basket open. As long as Edinboro can get it past that front line of defense, then they pretty much have no one stopping them between them and the basket.
Absolutely. The other thing that I've been impressed with is how Cal U will start defense even off the rebound, trying to get some quick turnovers, which has worked for them. Edinboro now with 6 turnovers to match Cal's 6.
They definitely have that speed to play that full court defense and offense.
Cal looking. Couple off passes, under 10 on the shot clock.
Just in time.
Nice drive there by Sporio. She is the only one getting it going for Cal.
Edinboro quick up the floor though, moving the ball really well tonight.
Absolutely, and Walton's hard to stop in transition. She'll look for those gaps in the defense as they're getting set.
Definitely can't sleep on the Edinboro offense.
Absolutely.
No breaks. No breaks in basketball, right?
None
That's
at
for
all.
timeouts at halftime.
Not right now. Errant pass there by Sporio, and another low shot clock situation. Heave and off the mark.
But they got it back.
Good hustle there by BB George to poke that one out. Low by for Parsons, but she was not able to get it to go. And another foul on Sporio. That'll be her second. And Edinboro just continuing to find offense, 24-6. What seems to be the biggest standout? Both teams are defensively getting it done, but why is Edinboro getting it done on the offensive end?
Transition basketball. Catching Cal on their heels a little bit sometimes. And like I said, if they're able to get it past that front line of defense, there's no one stopping them.
Sometimes the recipe's very simple. And for Edinboro, transition offense is all they need. This ball poked out, and it will be Edinboro's basketball now this time by the scorer's table.
I think Cal right now is just trying to keep Edinboro from slowing it down. Cal's trying to keep the tempo of their game being down so much, but Edinboro wanting to try to slow it down, being up 24-6. Cal's not letting them do that.
No, they're going to continue to push that pace.
But I think that's their only chance of being able to come back is to keep the game their pace, not Edinboro's.
Absolutely, and another travel call against the Cal U Vulcans.
Those turnovers, they get you every time.
And here you can't lie and say you didn't travel because there are 3 Zebras watching the entire time. Drive in, this one by Vaughn. No hesitation. And now,
she read that defense and stopped just short of the layup.
I thought it was going to be a charge, honestly.
Deep three.
That was an absolutely deep 3, deep rebound. Good hustle and miss.
Long shots equal long rebounds, Josh.
Kick it over to Vaughn. They want to feed her. Instead, they get it into Roston. Even better shot. Good ball movement by Edinboro. They are getting down the floor quickly. 28-6. This lead continues to plague the Vulcans. They cannot find an answer for Edinboro in the transition.
The Edinboro points are spread pretty much across the board. 4 of the 5 players out there have 6 or 7 points.
And now an offensive foul. Whitney Allen able to draw that one against Parsons. Both Parsons and Sporio have 2 fouls called against them. That's not good because they are the 2 ball handlers for this team.
Now you got a redshirt sophomore number 1, Bridget Schaefer, checking into the game. Not quite sure what the holdup is.
Referee on the far end seeing something he did not like.
Oh, I think they're thinking it's 1-1. No?
Not quite sure what the referee was seeing there, but he wanted to stop the game.
All that matters is it's Edinboro ball, right?
Absolutely. Bridget Schaefer has been an excellent sharpshooter for Edinboro. And good hustle from her as Jan able to save the ball. She'll drive in, kicks it out to Roston.
Good ball movement.
Nice work there. Shot off the mark for Walton. Cal down by 22 as that we are under 5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
Both teams matched up pretty evenly. It looks like no one really has quite a height advantage. No one really quite has a speed advantage. So pretty even teams out there right now.
Nice. Full length of the court for Jonte Walton. She's not going to slow down. Nice take by her. She now has 8 points in the game to lead all scorers and to lead Edinboro.
If you let her past you, there's no stopping her.
Another deep 3, that went off the mark. Another rebound drive, Roston as well. She kicks it ahead. And another 2 for Walton. It's interesting to see, Jacqueline, they'll let any of the girls bring the ball down the floor, and they're assuming a long pass for some quick offense.
Yeah, but the thing about Edinboro is we've even saw big girl Whitney Allen bring up the ball. I mean, doesn't scare Edinboro.
No, they can all do it. They can all distribute. Under 10 on the shot clock.
Jump
and we
ball.
have a jump ball. It will be the Vulcans' ball. And a substitution here. Walton out and Allen in.
Kind of surprised they took her out with the momentum she had going for her. Deep 3 again.
Shot clock had not reset. Doesn't reset on a jump ball, so they had to get that shot off quickly. And now Vaughn would be the point guard, making some moves. Gets it over to Schaefer. Schaefer not knowing it was coming. So Cal will push.
Cal not really on from the 3-point line, but in their Monday night matchup against Slippery Rock to make it here today, they converted the most 3-pointers since January 8th, but doesn't seem to be the story today, which is a good thing for Edinboro.
It is. Not able to sink a 3 yet, and only 3 of 24 from the field overall. Cal is struggling as Edinboro shooting as good a numbers as you would want. 48% from the field and 33% from 3, which is as excellent as you can get from an entire team.
Absolutely. In that Monday night matchup for Cal, they had 5 players in double digits tonight, not even 1, as they haven't hit double digits even on the scoreboard.
It's going to be difficult. 3 players for the California Vulcans in foul trouble so far as far as first half foul trouble. 5 total in D2 basketball. 2 for Jeffries, 2 for Parsons, and 2 for Sporio. Edinboro, Michaela Barnes has 2, and besides that, just 2 other fouls for the entire team. So Edinboro doing a great job controlling themselves on the defensive end and keeping Cal U off the scoreboard.
Well, and Edinboro doing a great job sharing the love. I mean, they have their points are widespread across the whole team.
Absolutely. Vaughn now dribbling through a bunch of traffic, gets it down to Roston. Roston up, that one off. Good rebound by Schaefer. Roston going again.
That's a bit of a size matchup there, so hopefully they can recognize that for as long as that happens.
It is. The only thing there, I'd suggest going a little deeper into the paint for those hooks. But you're absolutely right about the height differential. Roston able to pick up that loose ball, poked away by Jan. Another turnover by Cal U. Schaefer looking, gets it over to Jan.
Every time she touches the ball, I just want her to score. Just like that. Now only 3 points away, Josh. 3 points.
It is not hard when you can shoot from pretty much anywhere. Michelle Jan drilling that 3 with a girl in her face.
Impressive.
I don't think she had any sunlight. She just knows where the basket is.
She can do that again. She scores 1,000 points as a junior.
Cal deep in there, able to put in an easy layup. Vaughn, the point guard, to control. Couple moves. It was a good idea there to throw off the help defense.
It was a great idea, but I can still hear those words like the back of my hand, bounce pass. How many times did your coaches yell at you to bounce pass, Josh?
I can see that, but with Roston, I would throw it up every time. She has the height on every single player out on the floor. But yes, I agree, bounce pass would have made it.
Cal's playing as big, though, as they can. I mean, their hands are everywhere. They're playing that tough defense.
Vaughn, another 3, that one off the mark. Allie Thompson in, a Villa Maria graduate here. And a nice block as Vaughn stares down.
It's getting rowdy out there, Josh.
Yeah, both of these teams with some emotion. Obviously, Edinboro able to back theirs up.
A lot at stake for both these teams. Obviously, it's do or die. It's playoff time, so both teams looking to make it to the next round. And a shot at the NCAA tournament. I mean,
absolutely.
That is, after all.
That's what they're going toward. Allie Thompson, second possession in the game with her first layup. Nice pass there by Walton. Cal just not able to get back. As Jan gets the ball, controls. She's driving in. That one good! 2 points!
For 1,000 points.
She is... Yes, go ahead, Jacqueline.
I can't hear myself think over this crowd because she's 1 point away. She sinks this and she will hit 1,000 career points at Edinboro University.
I was thinking off the steal, it'd be amazing if she pulled for 3, but an old-fashioned 3-pointer with the and 1 is just as good. Jan up,
and
that one's good.
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations to Michelle Jan. Career 1,000 points.
And she goes over to hug her coaches. The crowd is erupting. But the game must go on, right?
And I don't think Cal wants to celebrate at all. They are not happy with the scenario. So they quickly put the ball in.
They don't seem to care as much, but hey, they're down 40-8. What can you say?
Well, if you think about it, Michelle has definitely contributed a ton of points against Cal in all of her games against them. She's played them now 3 playoffs in a row. That's 9 total games against those 2 teams.
You know, she came out of the game right away to celebrate, and she is just all smiles, and I can't say I blame her. We're all smiles up here, and I mean, I don't know her personally. I don't know if you do, Josh, but definitely a happy feeling in this field house.
Absolutely. She's actually one of my volleyball teammates in sand volleyball.
Is she as good at volleyball as she is basketball?
She is. She's amazing. Great teammate.
I'm impressed. Overall athlete, huh?
Absolutely. And it looks like the referee's talking here. A little confusion on the call. We'll bring that to you as soon as we know. And again, the announcer here in Macomb Fieldhouse spreading the news of 1,000 points for Michelle Yon. So first storyline checked on the checkbox for Edinboro. Michelle with her 1,000. Next, do you think Edinboro is going to close out this half and continue in the second to hold off Cal U?
I think they are. I think what they need to remember is to not sleep. You know, up 40 to 8, it's a big lead, but they can't slow down. And coming out the second half, they're gonna bring it. Edinboro can't be caught on their heels, or, you know, anything can happen. It's playoff basketball, so they just need to come out with the same momentum, the same aggression as they did the first quarter. Play every quarter like it's the first and last.
Absolutely. If anything, I would tell Michonne to go for another 1,000 in the second half and go with that approach. But that's just me. Referees still talking through the situation down there.
If she can score 1,000 and a half, Josh, I will give you $1,000.
That is recorded, so we'll just keep it that way.
She's an impressive player, but 1,000 and a half.
She is. Edinboro University still shooting 48% and now 37 from distance, 3 of 8, and 7 of 9 from the free throw line. Cal U, though, unfortunately not able to get it going, as they are just 4 for 30 from the field. They perhaps will not reach double digits in this first half. Edinboro locking them down on defense. What seems to be the defensive superiority? What seems to stand out for them on the defensive end?
Well, the refs are letting them play, and I think that's helping out Edinboro because they've gotten a lot of clean blocks, a lot of handsy turnovers, I guess you could call them. You know, they're everywhere. They're on the floor, they're in the air, blocking shots and getting loose balls. They're just everywhere.
Absolutely.
You know, last year, Josh, Cal beat them by a matter of 3 points, 64-61 in this exact situation, quarterfinals, in the PSAC quarterfinals. Looks like, do we have a technical?
Yes, the announcer just spread the news that they called a technical foul against Michelle Yon for being on the floor during play. So too many players on the floor for Edinboro. I don't think Stan Swank is too mad about that call because it looked like the referees were rushing a little bit to get the ball back in after the 1,000.
She doesn't look to be fazed by it either. I think those are the 2 points that...
No.
You don't want to give up 2 points ever in a game, but I think they'll let it slide this time. It'll
be okay. 3 seconds to go, shot up off the mark, and no good. So with that, Edinboro University with a 30-point lead over the California Vulcans. 40-10 the score here in Macomb Fieldhouse. Jacqueline, what has stood out to you so far in this first half?
I think a better question would be what hasn't stood out to me. I mean, they're making threes, they're making twos, they're making free throws. Clearly, I mean, 30-point difference, and Cal's playing tough defense, but Edinboro's just finding gaps, holes, everything they can to take it to the basket, and they're doing so, and they're doing it strong.
Absolutely. Edinboro University led by Michelle Yon. She needed 13 to get to 1,000, scored all 13 in the first half. 6 points from Sierra Roston, as well as 7 rebounds. Another 10 from Jonte Walton. and another 7 from Yana Vaughn off the bench.
Walton alone having the amount of points that Cal has put up in the entire half.
Absolutely. Excellent scoring out of the Edinboro University Fighting Scots. We are going to send it down now to Hawsey Iron, who's going to close us out, and we will be back for second half action here at Macomb Fieldhouse.
As you can see, Barrow's off to a great start, 40-10. Both teams are very good on defense, but they have two different ways of going about it. CalU's very aggressive, very go-get-em, and Barrow is actually very tactical, very calm, doing the things that they've been doing for such a long time now. As you can see, they're always working for Barrow as we're up 30 points. Our star players right now are number 15, Roston, and 12, Jan. They're both blocking the ball. 15, Roston, and 12, Whitney Allen, are both blocking the ball from the CalU's team, and number 20, Jan, is bringing the ball home. Also, number 20, Jan, recently, actually just now with a swift three-pointer, got her 1,000 career points. So far, we're off to an amazing start. Hopefully, Barrow can keep up the momentum and win us this game.
Can we tell you everything about Edinboro University in just 30 seconds?
No way.
So let's just say, if you're looking for an exceptional and affordable education to build the foundations of your career success, you'll find it right here at Edinboro, where you're more than just a student. You're a fighting Scot. Schedule your visit or apply today at edinboro.edu.
minutes to go in the first. Johnstown 11, East Stroudsburg 9. 9 minutes and change to go in the first. Indiana 23, Slippery Rock 13.
we tell you everything about Edinboro University in just 30 seconds?
No way.
So let's just say, if you're looking for an exceptional and affordable education to build the foundations of your career success, you'll find it right here at Edinboro, where you're more than just a student. You're a fighting Scot. Schedule your visit or apply today at edinboro.edu.
Welcome back to Macomb Fieldhouse here in Edinboro, Pennsylvania. Edinboro University hosting the Cal U Vulcans in this PSAC women's basketball quarterfinal game. Edinboro University leading 40-10. Jacqueline, what seems to be the storyline so far in this game?
It's all Edinboro all the time. It's pretty much the main storyline. Cal hasn't been able to get any buckets to fall, really. I mean, only scoring 10 points. No three-pointers, I believe. So it's been quite the Edinboro showdown today, pretty much.
The Vulcans only shooting 13% from the field. Very slow start for them.
Meanwhile, Edinboro shooting almost 50%. That is great percentage. So you have a not great percentage versus a great percentage.
Absolutely, and before we get back to Macomb Fieldhouse, I do want to mention the Edinboro men's team is playing at IUP, and they are leading 32-23 with 5:45 left in the first half. So good luck to the men's team. You can tune into that on WFSE Fighting Scots Radio 88.9. Edinboro now starting with the ball. And an offensive foul called right off the bat, 9 seconds into the game.
I think we're going to see Cal come out here with fire. I'm sure, I don't know their coach, but I'm sure they got quite the talking to in the locker room at halftime. So I think we're going to see a different Cal team out here in the second half.
It's a different mentality, that is for sure. Cal going into the paint. I could hear that slap from up here, but no call.
They've been letting them play all game, Josh, and I think they're going to keep that up the second half.
Absolutely. The Vulcans continuing their deep into the shot clock approach to driving. Jan here throwing that one up, no good.
Impressive first half as she hit her 1,000th career point mark, though.
The starters for Edinboro, same as in the first half, Barnes, Walton, Allen, Roston, and Jan. And that one rolls in for Roston.
That was a good look. That's one thing Edinboro is doing well tonight, is moving the ball, finding the open people, finding the gaps.
Absolutely, and the same starters on the other side for Cal U. Sporio, Parsons, Flood, Francis, Jeffries, and Hahn. Just inside the three-point line, that shot no good. Rebound and off the mark is Parsons. Edinboro getting a lot of breaks here on these close buckets, but IUP still struggling on their first couple of possessions.
I think you're in the boys' game. We're not playing IUP. Bringing it back to the girls' game, Josh.
Cal U, I apologize. Too much IUP talk in the office.
A big game for both the boys and girls, so.
Absolutely. Both teams doing an excellent job getting into the playoffs and playing well so far. Jan, shovel pass, but a reach-in foul. This one going against Sporio. That's what Edinboro wants to see. That's her 3rd foul. And she only gets 2 more for the rest of the game, so we'll keep an eye out for that. Roston now going deep into the paint, getting double teamed. And nice kick pass to Barnes. He's underneath the basket. Able to draw the foul.
Edinboro shooting 77% from the free throw line. One more, making that percentage even better. 80%, 82%. I'm sorry, 80% from the line tonight. It's a good percentage.
They're doing a great job on all shooting percentages so far. Edinboro able to get any offense they want. 44 points, on pace to go above their average. Nice left-handed drive off the mark. Whitney Allen again with a rebound.
You see that Sporio really playing cautiously now, having 3 fouls. She wanted it, but she had to back off.
Jan, sneaky pass there, but Roston unaware that she was out of bounds. Referee caught it. Will come the other way. Cal
Number
still
11, Flood Francis, Josh, for Cal.
Yeah.
Didn't sit at all the first half, played all 20 minutes.
And it was a struggle for her the entire time. 1 of 8 from the field, not getting a break. Vorio thinks about a jump shot, goes deeper in, throws it up off the mark. Roston able to control, and Barnes will now quickly go the other way.
Cal uses every second almost, it seems like, every time of their possession. They always seem to be having to rush a shot at the end.
Which is not the mentality you want as Roston fouls Vorio. You don't want that mentality when you're down by 34. You need to get your shots off within 15, 20 seconds. You don't want to rush it, but at the same time, if you wait the whole 30 seconds, Edinboro will milk this game down and there's no opportunity for you to break into this lead.
Not only do you need quick shots, but you need good shots, solid shots. They don't need to be from behind the arc, even though you're behind by a lot of points, because they haven't shot well from the 3-point line tonight. So they need to look for those good shots, but quick, because they use up 30 seconds every time. Game's gonna go quick.
Absolutely. Roston there with a rebound. It gets it up to Jan. She'll go right at the 6-footer Parsons. No hesitation, and she'll just continue to put on her scoring title. 2 points.
1,002 points now, Josh. Do we keep counting at that point?
I think we can stop now. Nice shot there by DJ Hahn. First 3-pointer for this Cal U team. Jan quickly the other way. That one off the mark. Up and good. This one for Sporio.
She stopped just short of the defensive line. That was a good call on her, and to not try to go in all the way for the drive.
Edinboro now seeming to push even too quickly. They're trying to get their shot off even quicker than normal. And looks like Cal U on their first run of the night. 7 points here, coming quickly, and there's only a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep that here.
In the first 4 minutes of the second half, Josh, they've almost tied their score for the entire first half. So they definitely came out doing what they need to do to at least try to close this gap.
They really have struggled offensively. Good to see them doing such a great job here, giving some competition to the game. They are outscoring Edinboro in the third quarter, but that's hard to see when Edinboro started up by 30 in the second half. What is Edinboro doing that's making the offense go a little slower here to start this third quarter?
I think Cal just came out and exactly what I kind of said, you know, Edinboro up by a lot. you tend to play down to that level of just kind of slower, and when you're up by a lot, you sit back on your heels a little bit, but Cal came out just as they needed to. It's still a big gap though, still a 29-point game.
Jess Strom for the Cal Vulcans, the head coach, over there intently explaining to their girls what they need to do to get into this game.
And it's one coach that doesn't seem to let up when, not that it's a bad thing, but it doesn't seem like he's letting up when you're up by 29 points.
No, they are not slowing down.
It's playoff basketball. Anything can happen. 29 points, that's a quarter in college basketball.
It is. Cal U coming out in a full court press. The 1-2-2 full court press. Whitney Allen, one of the guards here. And it looks like Cal is trying to double team right at half court.
But that's what you don't want.
No, you do not want to foul. That trap was very well intended, but that is Parsons' third foul. So now 3 on Parsons, 3 on Sporio. It's not a good look for the Vulcans. They get a lot of offense out of it.
I definitely understand why they're coming out in a press. You got to get those easy, quick turnovers to fill the gap.
And then Rawson with the burn there, able to get deep into the paint. Drive flipped up, no good. Whitney Allen with the rebound. Allen continuing to get a ton of rebounds. 12 now in the game from her. No shots, 2 assists, 12 rebounds from Whitney Allen. She knows her role on this team.
Allen so far with before the game on the season, 199 rebounds total. And like you said, 12 more tonight, so just packing those stats.
And with that, we are at the under 5 media timeout. We will take a minute break. Edinboro up 48-17. We'll be back after this.
Can we tell you everything about Edinboro University in just 30 seconds?
No way.
So let's just say, if you're looking for an exceptional and affordable education to build the foundations of your career success, you'll find it right here at Edinboro, where you're more than just a student. You're a fighting Scot. Schedule your visit or apply today at edinboro.edu.
Welcome back to Edinboro, Pennsylvania. Macomb Fieldhouse, as Edinboro University is hosting the California Vulcans, this PSAC women's basketball quarterfinal matchup. Edinboro leading by 31, if my math is correct. You want to check me on that? 31?
You may be a comm major, Josh, but you got that math correct.
Simple, basic math is about all I got in me. Sporio driving in, nice drop step off the mark. Rawson, and then a foul call, this one against Sporio.
That's a big foul right there, her number 4. I think we're gonna see her come out of the game.
Surprised on that foul call though, I wasn't sure that it would be.
Could have gone either way.
Looked like a jump, honestly.
Yeah, I think that was a little ticky-tack, but I almost wonder if that was because of the full speed they were both running at each other.
Absolutely. Even in loose balls, sometimes collisions will cause that loose ball foul. First shot in for Walton, who has 11 now in the game. Her, Roston, and Jan all in double figures already. Still 4:45 left in this third quarter. And an offensive foul, nice play. Another great play by Whitney Allen. She is all over the defensive floor. What does she have that these other players just don't seem to have?
I think right now it's her size. I think they have we have a 6'1" and 6'2" girl on the floor, and Cal doesn't seem to have anyone quite that tall out there.
No, they do not. Nice defense there by Allen, but able to sneak in there is Gianna Flood-Francis. Able to get that one to go. This full court pressure giving Edinboro some trouble.
It's almost like they're trying to put the ball in Whitney Allen's hands out on the front court, trying to make her dribble, and she's not faced.
She's not slowing down at all. With that foul, she'll be going to the line. Edinboro at the bonus for the rest of the game. In women's basketball, after 5 team fouls in the quarter, it goes to the bonus. So first shot up and good for Whitney Allen.
Could be a long rest of the game being in the bonus.
I think it resets for the 4th, but either way.
That's your fault, not mine.
The longest I've sat through is 80 free throws in the game, so as long it doesn't look like we're on pace for that, that's just fine with me. 52-19 the score. Edinboro dominating at home. It was a beautiful day here in Edinboro. Not too cold, not too sunny, and these girls are showing off their abilities.
You can't say that often here in Edinboro.
You cannot.
Beautiful day in Edinboro. Usually don't go hand, especially in February.
Absolutely. Drive in by Parsons. Kick out. Nice shot by Valascora. It looks like they have a double team out here. IUP still on that double team. Jan, a couple crossovers to Allen, and now a drive. That one off the mark, but Rawson, 2-3 shots and in. Rawson now working on her offensive rebound category.
We laugh about that with the big lead, but that is, Cal cannot let that happen if they want to think about getting back in this game.
It's hard to remember to keep boxing out on those tip drills because you want to just go for the ball instead of go to the body of the player. Parsons, nice adjustment, but not able to drop that one in.
With that size advantage, though, they got to put a body on those girls and get them out of there.
Absolutely. A couple chippy pokes here between Flood-Francis and
Good
Roston.
ball movement.
Great ball movement.
And downtown.
Michelle Jan, nice deep 3 there. And like you said, the ball movement was exactly what got that ball open. Cal not looking to shoot a lot of threes. And a wrap up on the floor and a jump ball called. Good call there by the referee. That was between Jameer Jeffries and Barnes.
Couple substitutions here, Josh.
Yeah. So in for Cal is number 14, Canals from Granollers, Spain.
She kind of came far to play today. I'm just joking.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime to play basketball. And Ayana Vaughn in for Edinboro, who had a great jolt off the bench. 7 points out of her in the first half. We have a foul, this one going against Michelle Jan. Her second foul on the evening. So 4 fouls for Jeffries and 4 for Sporio, which is making it very difficult for Cal U to try to get back in this game. When there's a lot of foul trouble, you kind of have to back off the aggressiveness on the defensive end, and then you just can't make silly mistakes on the offensive end. It just makes it a very complicated scenario for all the players.
I'm looking over at their bench, and it doesn't seem like they have very many girls to go that deep if they have more foul trouble. So they got to play smart here.
Absolutely. playing with only 9
Deep
players. Deep three for Jan. And up. Nice quick rebound. Michaela Barnes. So she'll go to the line.
So it's not a game where Cal can back off aggressively, but at this point right now, they don't have much of a choice the way the fouls are falling.
And at the end of this quarter, there will be an interview from Hazy Iron, who will be interviewing Jonte Walton's mother. So we will look forward to that coming soon, as we are at 1:28 left.
Walton playing a great game tonight. 12 points, 3 for 7 from the field. And
Parsons drives, nice adjustment there. Cal showing up with a couple different defensive looks, and they don't seem to be helping, because off of that, a wide open layup for Barnes, who now has 8 points.
Cal's playing that. Cal's playing that defense really tight, almost a half court. I mean, they're playing full court defense, but if you get past that line of defense, there's no one between you and the basket. And Edinboro's definitely taking advantage of that.
Absolutely. 61-25 to score. Bridget Schaefer getting locked up underneath. Good control and heads-up play by Gina Vallacorsa. Crazy pass there, able to get it over to Schaefer. She'll take a three.
64-27. Just when you think Val was closing in a little bit on the big gap, Edinboro takes it 2 steps forward, 1 step back, right?
Absolutely. Bridget Schaefer, an ex-intramural teammate of mine. She can play great with the guys, and showing up here, nice shooting for the girls as well.
You gotta be honest, Josh, she probably beat you every time.
She was a great player. That's all I'll say. Fun teammate. And I'm glad she's playing for Edinboro now. 2-time state champ for Black Hawk High School in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And Barnes continuing a high-scoring third quarter here. She now has 10 points on the game.
What I'm really impressed with in this game, Josh, is how spread out the scoring is. Edinboro University is just passing the ball so well and finding the open player. I mean, all 5 players out that were out on the court to end that quarter.
They absolutely are. And with that, the score is 66-27. We're going to send it down to Hazy, who was with Jonte Walton's mother. We'll be back for the beginning of the 4th quarter.
All right, Hazy Iron's here with number 5 senior Jonte Walton's mom, Tamara. So how are you feeling about this game so far?
I'm thinking the game is dynamic. The ladies are playing great basketball, and I think the thing that's really standing out is the very fact that they're sharing the ball.
Sharing, exactly.
Yes.
You think that's one of the top points for winning basketball games like this?
It's critical in addition to defense.
Yeah, exactly. So do you have any advice for the team going on?
Yes, absolutely. Again, continue sharing the ball, continue being unselfish, and you have to be cognizant of who they're playing and have great defense.
Okay, exactly. And so I know you're Jonte's mom, so how are you feeling about her career so far? I know she's a senior, she's leaving next semester. How are you feeling?
Yes, I'm feeling great about her semester. She's a transfer, D1 transfer over, and I think she's a great addition to the team. The team already had a great team, and their coach is fantastic. He's the winningest coach in Psac, so I think it's a great combination.
Exactly, the winningest coach, the winningest mom, one of our most vocal fans. Come to see one of the games, she'll be here probably. All right.
Absolutely, thank you.
No problem. Tamara McMillan and Hazy Irons, catch you soon.
beginning of the fourth quarter here in Macomb Fieldhouse. Edinboro University leading and continuing to score.
That's pretty much been the story of the game right there, Josh.
Michelle Yon with another three-pointer. That will be her fourth for the game, as she now has 21 points on the evening, well above her 13-point quota.
As she needed that 13 points to hit 1,000, and she well exceeded that. I believe she hit that in the second quarter, right?
Absolutely. Yes, she did. She's been playing an excellent game, even after, as that ball was off of Edinboro's Bridget Schaefer.
We're looking at a 42-point game.
Over in the men's action, Edinboro leading 40-27 as they are about to start the second half here very soon in IUP. Good luck to the men. You can tune in to them on WFSC Fighting Scots Radio 88.9. Roston with the rebound and a reach-in foul. The referee is going to call this one against DJ Hahn. That will be her second in the game. Hahn, 1 of 8 from distance. She has struggled to shoot the ball, not able to get anything going. But Edinboro continuing to lay it on, 69-27 the score.
Cal coming out in that full court defense again, trying to get something on there to go in their favor, and not yet anyway.
And
that is her 5th foul. That is it for Spario.
And Spario out. I was just about to ask if that's how quickly it came in.
She is pretty upset. Can't say I blame her. That was a controversial foul, I'll call it that.
Absolutely, not the foul you want to see. Barnes controlling. Gets to Roston. Roston will drive. Kicks it over to Schaefer. Schaefer not getting the angle. So now Cal will push. A couple of drives and kickouts.
They're gonna set it up here, Josh.
Parsons will drive.
Jump
and
ball.
we have a jump ball.
Good call, good call.
Roston with some nice defense there, kept her hands straight up until the ball met and then able to control it. If two players meet in the air and both are holding the ball, it's immediately called a jump.
It's impressive on her end because her size advantage right now, she's gonna wanna put those hands down, and it's good for her to keep that straight up till the ball meets her hands.
Absolutely. Ball off the mark for number 23, Bella Corsa. So Edinboro will take it down. Vaughn with the screen, gets it down into Schaefer. Couple spin moves, up and in.
Great move.
Shooting guard that can post up. That's a valuable player.
She do that to you during intramural?
That one, she just burned me from the outside.
Or so you're telling yourself.
Absolutely. And we have an offensive foul here. This one against Emily Suckling, I believe. Actually, DJ Hahn. That will be her 3rd. And Cal U continuing to struggle with foul trouble.
Team had 3 fouls for the quarter, so quickly almost in the bonus.
5 for one player already fouled out, and 4 for Jeffries. So lots of fouls being had by this Cal team. Drive up and off the mark for Barnes. Fisher controlling, tries to kick it out to Schaefer. Ends up being a wide open layup, and Vaughn able to get involved there. And foul.
Smart foul. Nice to see with those, sometimes you worry about someone getting hurt, and it was good to see that she didn't go for the body, she just went for the ball. And no one got tripped up.
Both players running full speed. You never know what could happen. Hopefully, both players in control. Don't want to see anyone get hurt, especially with this much separation. in the game. But Cal able to almost double their score from the first half, 19 in the half, which seems low, but compared to their 10-point first half, seem to be making some good changes. Edinboro was 71, however. They are laying it on, and they are not slowing down.
Cal's playing a double team, man-to-man, but double team the ball defense, and Edinboro is just finding all the gaps. They're moving the ball well. You can't beat that kind of defense with the dribble. You got to beat it with the pass, and that's exactly what they're doing.
Always got to look for that open player, as Whitney Allen will sub back in, as well as Jonte Walton for Edinboro. Walton with 12 points so far in the game, and Whitney Allen 2 points and 12 rebounds.
We also have Allison Thompson checking back in, a late substitution on that one.
So Roston taking a break here. We'll see if Coach Swank wants them back in at all, or if he wants them rested for the next game. Seems like a comfortable lead, up by 41 with 7 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter.
You know, Josh, it's not over till it's over, but you're making me nervous talking like that. But I think we might be all right.
Barnes struggling with a double team, and Stan Swank having to call a timeout. Barnes not finding any of her teammates, almost an over and back. So with that, a 30-second timeout.
Now the winner of this contest will face off against the winner of the Westchester-Kutztown in the semifinals on Saturday. So looking like it's gonna be Edinboro, but again, it's not over till it's over. But the next game, Saturday.
Saturday at 1 or 3:30 are the two games. So we'll look forward to seeing those.
Of course, Edinboro looking to carry this momentum all the way to the NCAA tournament. After all, that is the goal. Psac championship would be nice, but of course you want that NCAA run as well.
And Edinboro playing some excellent basketball, 23-3 overall, and they've won 10 of their last 11 games. So they have really been rolling down the stretch going into the playoffs. Stan Swank and company continuing to show off their Edinboro basketball excellence, something he has been known for far too long.
Absolutely. The winningest coach in Edinboro history. We all know with that 10, winning the last 10 of your 11 games, that offensive momentum almost becomes like a sixth player. Having that momentum going into playoff time and to keep that rolling through playoffs is huge.
Whitney Allen to inbound for Edinboro. Walton controlling. And nice play there, offensive rebound. Allison Thompson able to put one in. Good play out of her.
Oh, what a move, spin move. But
Spin
no
move. But a foul called. Parson on that call. And Cal U not happy, the entire bench not happy with that call, understandably. They have had a lot of foul calls against them in this game. Barnes staring down her girl as she blows right by for a wide open left-handed layup. Quick shot by Hahn off the back of the rim. Going in and past the rim, Thompson to rebound. And Fisher thought about a three.
We were just talking about who the winner will play. It'll be Westchester. Westchester playing the game right before this one at 5:30 tonight, beating. So they will be playing Westchester Saturday. The winner of this match will be playing Westchester Saturday. And it looks like at 3 p.m.
Parsons now on Thompson, drives in, that one off the mark. Whitney Allen, another rebound. all over it on the defensive boards. And another layup for Allison Thompson, the Villa Maria graduate, doing a great job there.
We are not talking about a 47-point game, Josh. It's been all Edinboro all night.
This is the type of lead you want in the playoffs. You're going to roll off of this as a nice roll there. Great shot.
That's Cal's only second three-point shot for the night.
They have shot from distance 2 of 10. Not a good percentage, only 20%. Barnes getting double teamed. And Stan Swain calling a timeout.
He's had to use a couple of those timeouts in this game just because of Cal's defense. Don't think it's going to hurt them. Usually I like to save those timeouts for close games, but I don't think they'll have to worry about that in this matchup.
Absolutely, and with that, we will take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back for the last 4:31 as Edinboro is leading 77-33. We'll be back after this.
Can we tell you everything about Edinboro University in just 30 seconds?
No way.
So let's just say, if you're looking for an exceptional and affordable education to build the foundations of your career success, you'll find it right here at Edinboro, where you're more than just a student. You're a fighting Scot. Schedule your visit or apply today at edinboro.edu.
Welcome back to Macomb Fieldhouse as the Edinboro University Fighting Scots women's basketball team, 77-33 the score. And for the men who are playing in IUP, they are up 48-34, leading in their game in Indiana, Pennsylvania. You can check that one out on 88.9 Fighting Scots Radio.
Seems to be a good night so far for Fighting Scots, both men and women.
Nice outlet pass there, getting it to Emily Suckling. Able to put those two in a blow-by for Barnes. Building on her score, Barnes now with 14 points. All in the second half, I believe.
That's been the story for Cal the whole night. Every time they get a bucket, Edinboro answers with a bucket. They can't seem to get ahead.
No, it's hard to pull toward this lead when Edinboro is continuing to answer every chance they get. 79-37 to score. And this time a foul on Jameer Jeffries.
That is the team's 5th foul.
So with that, Edinboro will be in the bonus for the remainder of this fourth quarter.
This time it's
Yes.
the remainder of the game.
Vaughn to the line. Vaughn having excellent first half stat line. 7 points off the bench. 1 rebound, 2 assists. She gave Edinboro some quick offense before heading back to the bench and played as point guard for a little while. First shot good for her.
Looks like we're gonna have Jenna Whitmer, a freshman, come in, check in. She's gonna take the shooter's position. Checking in for Vaughn.
And now only Barnes and Allen in as the only 2 starters for Edinboro. Edinboro up 80-37, 43-point lead.
Edinboro averaging 78.2 points per game going into this, so they far exceeded their, not far, but there's still 3.5 minutes to go, so they've exceeded their average of points put up on the board each game, which is great going into playoffs.
And it doesn't look like they've pulled back at all either. continuing to lay it on here in the second half. They have already doubled their first half score, which was 40, and they did that in much less time, so they have not slowed down, making the Vulcans' day even more miserable.
I think it'll be a long bus ride home, Josh.
I think so, but they have played much better here in the second half, putting up 27 points here in the second half. Edinboro moving the ball all the way around the court. Allen now taking
Ooh, what a
in,
dish.
But Allie Thompson not aware that a player was right behind her. And another offensive rebound for Cal U. Deep three, that one good. Nice shot by Gina Bellacorsa.
Cal had some early turnovers that I think just really discouraged and set the pace for the game for Edinboro, and that's when they just took off and they converted those turnovers into points, and I think that was pretty much what did it for Cal early in this game.
And we can hear all the way from up here that Sporio not happy with some of the calls. You can hear yelling from the bench as Whitney Allen will take a rest for what we are assuming is the rest of the game.
Sporio, I think, hasn't been happy with any of the calls, seeing how she fouled out early in the game.
Completely understandable. As we have an entry pass foul here. That one against Sarah Fisher from Ambridge, Pennsylvania.
And Barnes checking out.
Now with Barnes out, no more starters remain for Edinboro. Their starters earning their rest with a 40-point lead here with still 2:20 left to play in the fourth quarter.
Looks as if Coach Schwank is thinking forward to the next game. Resting his starters, not risking injury.
Understandable. Nice move by Fisher. Gets it in to Thompson. Split the screen. A nice play there.
Absolutely. It's been great ball movement all night, finding that open girl, and beautiful basketball.
That's what you want to see. Parsons now driving. She'll go right at, this time, no foul called, as now Vaughn, one-on-one. Euro step off the mark. Pulled up a little early there. Still a good effort. Fisher able to get the ball, and then a foul call. This one against BB George. George, that's her first. 2 points on the game for her.
Edinboro shooting an impressive almost 86% from the three-point line, free throw line, excuse me, and that one actually will probably put them over 86% since she hit that one.
Both shots good, and that percentage keeps getting higher as they have shot 20 for 23 from the line. Some excellent offense out of Edinboro, even on those freebies from the free throw line. Quick layup there by the Vulcans.
Great move by George, beat her off the dribble. One minute to go here. Wide open.
Nice shot by Bridget Schaefer. And Edinboro's secondary playing just as well as their starters, as they have been able to find some quick offense. Deep three.
If only they had that a little bit earlier in the game, Josh.
Absolutely. Cal U struggling from the three-point line. They've shot better lately, but in the first half, not able to get a single one to go. Vaughn, ball fake.
That looks like it's
And they're going to count it.
Wow. That could have been a charge to me, Josh.
I think it has to do with that charge line underneath the hoop. BB George, I think her heel was on the line, almost able to take that charge. If it wasn't for that, I would completely agree with you. new rule in college basketball, the charge line. Only been around for a couple years. Players seem to enjoy it. It allows you not to cherry pick.
"15 seconds here to go, so winding down as Edinboro will move on to the semifinals Saturday.
Couple deep threes by Cal U. And with that, Edinboro will take it out. 4-4 left in the game. Ayana Bond to dribble it out. 89-45 the score here at Macomb Fieldhouse. Before some second half and full game analysis, we're going to send it down to Hazy Iron. He's going to give us a quick word from the floor.
And that's the end of the Psac quarterfinals. Edinboro is going to be 85 and Cal U is out for 45. Both teams gave it their all. Cal even started creeping up in the fourth quarter, but only one could come out in the end. Edinboro 89, Cal U 45. The EU Fighting Scots will now continue on in the Psac. Back to you.
Welcome back to Macomb Fieldhouse. Edinboro University women's basketball just defeating their guests, the California University Vulcans. Jacqueline, what seems to stand out to you in this game? Seems pretty one-sided, but what made Edinboro come out with such a blowout victory in the playoffs?
I kind of said it all game. I feel like a broken record at this point, but their ball movement, finding that open gap, pushing the ball, you know, past tough full court defense. That's a tough thing to do to break a press. They did it. They did it by passing, finding the open gaps, driving it when they had to, and then hitting, you know, they drove in, passed the ball out, hit that open person, and then sunk their shots. I mean, they had impressive shooting percentages from the floor tonight, shooting 50%, nearly 51% from the field goal line, and 46.2% from the three-point line. So what about you, Josh? What do you think? What do you think was the nail in the coffin on this one?
I think what happens is when you come out shooting early and making your shots, it's very difficult to allow the other team to mentally come back into it. And Cal U just didn't seem to have it on their end. 6 points for Sporia, who fouled out. Shatara Parsons with 8 and 5 rebounds. George with 4, Suckling with 10, and another 9 from Balascora. And on the other end, for the Edinboro University Fighting Scots, Schaefer had 7, Michaela Barnes with 14, another 12 from Jonte Walton, Whitney Allen, 2 points but 13 rebounds. Sierra Roston with 14 rebounds, 12 assists.
I think we want to give one more congratulations to Jan tonight, who scored her 1,000th point, 1,000th plus point, but hitting that benchmark career 1,000 point in the early in the first half, second quarter. Very impressive. So congratulations to her as she gets to celebrate tonight.
Absolutely. Congratulations, Michelle Jan. Some special thanks here for General Manager Branden Montgomery, Director Steve Tagliani, Instant Replay Hunter Vaughn, also for the audio, Julie Zanuck and Andrew Turner. On the cameras tonight, Luke Boniger, Jordan Thomas, Jake Phillips, Jesus Munoz, and Pat Ware. And on the audio up here in the bird's nest with us, Corey Weefing and Jean Barito. And a special thanks to Professor Nash for putting this all together. It's been an excellent game. And as a reminder, Edinboro will play on Saturday against Westchester, the #1 seed in their bracket. So that is something to look forward to.
Tough game, but based on what we saw tonight, Edinboro, I think will bring the heat.
From Jacqueline and myself, it has been a wonderful evening. Have a great rest of your week, and we will hear from you on Saturday.
Thanks for tuning in to ETV.